Hey guys, Back for Blood just got its first expansion, Tunnels of Terror. I'm going to go over some of the cool stuff that they added, skins, weapons, some new gameplay. If you want a more complete list, I'll link the patch notes and update notes in the description box so you can check them out yourself. If you haven't yet, you should go and also join the Back for Blood subreddit. You can always find tips and updates there as well. In this update, they added 2 new cleaners. One is a female named Avarice, and here is her abilities. Armor pieces shot off Riddin have a chance to become armor plates. Armor pieces is a new thing they added. It's kind of like body armor. Once you equip it, there's a small orange shield next to your name, and it can save you from a big blow. Ends up breaking it. Next, 25 trauma resistance. Team effects is 25% team bolstered health. Melee weapon, you spawn with the fire axe. And yeah, she is a firefighter. Consumable armor plates that grant a buff will spawn within Charisse in-game. Next cleaner is a male Heng. I hope I'm saying that right. He can sense and can ping nearby attachments, prepper stash doors, and hive entrances. Hive entrances is a new thing they added, which I will explain later in the video. When hit by a mutation, there's a chance that an item will fall out of Heng's pockets. I think that's an offensive item or something he can use. 5% team accessory reuse chance, and he spawns in with the hatchet. Now I'll show you all the new skins that they added. First is Evangelo. There's a License to Kill, which kind of looks like a James Bond character. There's Jewel Headed. It's the hazmat suit. Now it's Walker. They also added different battle hardened skin. This is First Blood. Kind of looks like Rambo. Then there's the standard model. That's his hazmat's version. Here's Holly. There's a No Mercy skin. Kind of looks like a fixer from Watch Dogs. Then there's a Quirky, her hazmat version. It's kind of weird they added the pocket at the back. Doesn't make sense. Here's Mom's outfit, tough as nails. Looks cool. I always get a Sarah Connor vibe when playing as Mom. Here's her Radiant hazmat version. Here's Doc, and she by far has the best skin. It's like they didn't put any time in all the other ones, and put all the effort in just this one skin. You can see that the detail is very cool, very insane detailing. And here is her Biohazard version. And this is her battle hardened skin. I haven't seen it before. Also cool. Here's Hoffman's battle hardened version. Accounted for blood. Looks like Dwight. Wardrobe staple. There's his hazmat version. Here's Jim. He's got a very cool jacket. It would be cool if they added a future expansion somewhere in the snow area. Make his outfit look more practical. and it's unfazed hazmat. And my favorite one here is Rockbilly for Carly. And Ultraviolet. And her Battle Hardened skin actually looks quite good. It kind of looks better, in my opinion, than her Zwart skin. Okay, for this, the last two characters, the new characters, Hang and Charisse, I haven't purchased the update yet. I'm playing on the Game Pass for Xbox Live. The following footage is from a user from the subreddit. I'm not going to say their name in case I get demonetized. So thanks to them, shout out to them. So this is Hang. Again, he looks like a cool dad, like a grandpa. Basic shirt and tee. Pinstripe. And the coolest one I like, it's his Duality one. It's got a very shiny blue and gold jacket. A shirt, sorry. Weather worn. And here's Charisse. Again, her original firefighter outfit. Playing with fire. Damn. She definitely lifts. You can get the buzzed haircut or full hair. Gym rat. Then just some jeans. Again, that's all right now for the cleaners. That's all the skins. Now I'll get into the actual gameplay, the things that they actually changed. Alright, now Riddin Hives, the new thing that they added. Again, you don't need to have the expansion board. I'm playing on the Xbox Game Pass, so I'm playing it for free, but I can still participate in the Riddin Hive things, because I think if at least one person in your lobby has the expansion, then you can also join in. So as you're playing the game, the level is normal. You will see a huge disturbance on the ground, like a big crater with a blue flare. You can tag it and it'll have this symbol on it. All you have to do is all players in the team have to be close to that point. Then it will start counting down, and then the mission will end early. You'll go back to the loading screen like you do at the end of every act. Then you'll choose your cards, and then you start the mission in the Riddin Hive. And in these hives, you have a goal. The goal is you have to find 3 totems, skeleton-shaped totem poles, basically, like a stick with a skull on it. The maximum totems you can get are 3 so far. I don't think it matters whether you're playing on Nightmare, Veteran, or Harden, or anything. I'm playing on Recruit, and I found 3. I also played, this video right here is me playing on Veteran, and still 3. So I don't think you can play on the hardest setting and get huge amounts of totems there. Okay, here is what a totem looks like. You can see it is usually highlighted in blue. You can tag it. Your character will say something unique, and like for Carly, you tag it, she'll just say, "What the F is that?" That's it. You go up, you click X, and then you basically equip it like a melee weapon. But you can only use it. You can't use any other weapons while holding it. So one player has to be able to carrying it all the time. But you can drop it and use your normal weapons, then pick it back up. But be very careful not to drop it off a ledge, or drop it somewhere where you advance. For example, if you drop it here, if you drop it right here and then advance further down into the lair, you might not be able to go back to where you left it. So never drop it above you or a ledge above you. Always drop it downwards so you can always pick it up. And this player is helping me. He's been here before, and this player seemed like he knows what he's doing, so I followed his lead. Because he doesn't speak English, he kept messaging me to do something. But after I figured it out, that one person can carry all 3 totems. You go up, you press X when you have a totem equipped. You literally take a skull off the other totem and add it to yours. The damage of the attributes of the totem get doubled. I think you do more damage, and it increases in color. First it's blue, then it's purple, then when you get all 3 totems or skulls onto the first totem, it turns to gold. So again, you do your best, you try to find as much as you can. A maximum you can get is 3, but because it's so confusing, most of the time I find maybe only 2. The totem is like another melee weapon, but it acts like an axe. So when you're using it, you'll swing from downwards, not from side to side like a bat, but like an axe. And because it's a melee weapon, if you use a character like Holly, who's good at melee weapons, and if you have the right cards and you set as a melee build, you can also do serious damage with this. Totems are basically now a different type of currency. Just like you have SP points, supply points, now you have totems, and they get the special perks and skins and sprays, all that, from Chenna from the supply line. You go to her, and at the very right there's a small different category for the Tunnels of Terror axe and all of its updates and all of its customizable stuff. So the maximum you can get is 3. The first thing I recommend is you do play the game on Recruit, so you get the layout of what to do and how to do it. If you're rusty, if you're coming back, just so you know the layout of the cave. And it is pretty confusing. Some of them are very linear, so basically 1, 2, 3, you can find almost all of the totems very easily. But in some of them, especially in Act 3, are very confusing. They're like labyrinths. They double back on each other, they have hide things, and you have to worry about fall damage, because you can fall right in, and like literally you have to watch your step. There is also a chance that when you're in a Riddin hive, you can find another hive within the hive. It's called an inner layer. Again, it happens like the same. You go up to it. Any totems you have up to this point will stay. It counts down. Then you end the mission like you did at the beginning. Then you pick your cards. Then you load in like a new mission in the inner layer. In this inner layer, there'll be a big giant heart looking thing. I don't think you can damage it or anything. I tried shooting at it, didn't work. But in this hidden inner layer, your goal is to find C4. It's a very circle area. There's no twists and turns. So you're on the dead bodies, you find C4, you pick it up, then you place it on these flesh walls. They blow up. You might find a totem. It's very easy. You can almost find all the 3 totems in this area because it's one after another. But after you blow up each area, there'll be a wave of an enemy. The first wall you knocked down, it was filled with armored Riddin. The next one we knocked down, it was filled with exploders and belchers and stuff like that. And the last one, it was an ogre. So again, I was playing on recruit. It could be it can be very hard on difficult levels. And just a tip, I placed down some razor wire not knowing what was coming, but it tends to do very well against belchers because they just damage themselves. So once you pick up everything, the last wall you explode will be the exit, and then you can exit again, and then if you're lucky you can get 6 in one hive. It will be the first the Riddin layer and then the inner layer. So far I only found 1 inner layer. When you enter these Riddin hives, there is a debuff card that gets played called the cost of Avarice, aka greed. It's just the cost of greed, and for every 100 copper you have, it slows you down. So all of a sudden I'm slowed down and I didn't know what was going on because I didn't read the card. The player I was playing with knew what was going on. Because he didn't speak English, he kept trying to get me to drop my copper, but I didn't understand. But eventually I did drop the copper and I was able to sprint and walk normally. So thanks to him, and once we exited the lair, he just dropped the copper back to me and I picked it back up. So once you're in, you might want to drop all your copper to one player, or just the player that's holding the totem, so they can run and hide because they can't use their guns. In the Riddin hive, you might come across these warped chests. They're white and they have strange symbols on them. When you open them, a gas explodes and you take 20 damage. But when you open them, you get lots of weapons. You can also get legendary weapons, and you get attachments and intel. I'll just show you a list of all the weapons I got so far while playing today.
This could be the difference of coming out of this alive.
Let's see what you got.
Assault rifle here.
The first weapon I picked up was the Prototype 37A. It's a submachine gun, and it has the mod Zap. Significantly slow targets for 1 second. And the quote is, "They said I was mad for trying, but I showed those sheep just how blind they were to the possibilities. My genius. Now they don't see anything at all." Lionel Stubbs. If you know what these are referencing to, or if they're just like an Easter egg, Let me know in the comments.
Handgun here.
The next gun I picked up was the Embezzler. The mod is Death and Taxes. Killing blows generate up to 10 copper per kill. And the quote is, either you make it out like a bandit, or you hang from the corporate ladder by your white-collared noose. Sterling Pound Senior? CFO? So when you kill regular common, you get about 3 copper. But if you kill a mutated Riddin, you get a 10 copper. The next weapon is called the Damnation. It's a legendary shotgun. This one I picked up when a member of my lobby left and he dropped all of his weapons. The quote is, "Fire and brimstone. Incendiary rounds burn targets for 50 damage per second for 3 seconds. Damnation's wielder is immune to fire damage." The quote is, "See you in hell, Ash Hardy." And here's some gameplay of me using the weapon.
Right between the eyes. Reloading. Look out! Reloading. Incoming.
Aren't you scary?
Gotta have a weakness.
Next one is a mill weapon. This one was also dropped by the same player. It's called the Tenderizer. Its mod is called Mince Meat. Dismembers enemy upon impact and deals 90 damage in a large area of effect. The quote is, "Splat, barbed guns." Gunnis? Anyway, it's pretty cool when you use it. It was a funny thing. My teammates kept telling me why I'm taking so long, and I literally replied, "Sorry, I had to reload my hammer."
Well, we taught that a thing by no mistake.
The next weapon is an assault rifle. It's called Pestilence, I think after the Four Horsemen Pestilence. Its mod is called Atrophy. Successful hits with this weapon apply a stacking 3 damage per second and reduce the damage the target deals by 1%. The quote is, "Hear the hooves of the pale rider and know that death is upon us." Rev Wallace Young. I don't know if that means reverend. I don't know. and here's some footage of me using it.
Cobra 2, this is Screaming Eagle. We're inbound on your position. Find the intact cargo, hook it up, and fill through the rest. I don't need to warn you, it's going to get hot down there. Fill us out.
Got one. Right here. Reloading. Look out.
Ammo cache here. Found a supply crate.
The next legendary weapon is called the Nemesis. It's a light machine gun. It's the only weapon I haven't found yet. Its mod is called Final Showdown. Enemies within 30 meters are drawn to the wielder of this weapon. Keep coming after me and I'll keep putting you in the dirt. Kurt Mad Dog Skinner. The last weapon that I've found so far was a shotgun. It's called the Staring Contest, and the only thing its description is 4-time magnification. The first shot against any Riddin stumbles it. This effect can only occur once per Riddin. And now, before I end the video, I'll show you all the weapon skins and sprays and banners. Other than that, thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, consider leaving a like or subscribing. And if I've made a mistake or you think I've forgot to mention something, list it in the comments and I'll pin your comment. And I might even make a part 2 of this video. Thanks, bye.